Previously on Project IGI.
Get to the truck. This is your objective on the mission. Reach it and steal it.
Don't worry, love. I'm as quiet as a mouse. Oh! www.4chat. Oh, I'm having that. That's the way go, you bastards!
Our next objective is to disable the local air defenses.
Why not use a truck to evacuate Yosef from the airfield?
Too slow. Way too slow. It's too much of a risk.
Yosef's our only link with the heist. He knew not only had the warhead been taken, he knew where, how. Heck, he even quoted the warhead's damn serial number. We must have him in one piece and alive.
What about me?
This is what you have to do. Immediately infiltrate the Sam battery. You will find explosives here. Set them on each of the Sam sites.
Make good your escape to the final rendezvous point, and then detonate the explosive devices. Once you're at the rendezvous point, we can pick you up by chopper and fly directly to the military airbase.
Hello and welcome back. Before we begin, let's take a little look around at where we start. Doesn't look too bad, does it? We've got a truck in front of us, and behind us we've got some boxes. We're well shielded, so there really shouldn't be any trouble in getting about and continuing with the mission. Well, let's find out why that's not the case. Over here by the SAM site, a guy in about 10 seconds will turn around and see us. And this machine gun nest is a guy who in about 5 seconds will turn towards us and see us. And over here to this warehouse is a guy doing a lap of that. Luckily he won't see us for about, I don't know, 15 seconds. So that's really not so bad. We can stay behind the truck and generally we'll be okay if it weren't for the fact that there was a fucking watchtower. The guy inside, and a buddy of his down here too. God damn it, I tried to LP. So how the hell do we get out of here? Well, it's really not that bad. After about half an hour of trying to figure it out, we just run forwards, pause for a second, and then leg it over here. Somehow that manages to get us out of the range of the watchtower and his friend, and the other guys haven't turned around yet, so we're actually okay. And with that done, we can now finally get on with it. Oh, what now? Oh yes, thank you to Talidan for pointing out that there is in fact a medical syringe in the first level in this particular barracks, the one nearest to the gate. We'll see one of those a little bit later. And also thanks to Ricola Uri for informing me that the Mini-Me actually stands for Mini-Mitrailleuse, the official name for that particular type of Belgian light machine gun. Okay, it's about time we got into the actual meat of the mission. Bringing up the objectives. Got ourselves 3. First one is fairly easy. We get into a particular building and steal some explosives. Then we have to go to each of the SAM sites, there's 3 of them, and plant the explosives on them before finally making our way to the helipad and getting out of there. It's fairly simple. We've got 2 main areas. We've got the first one here with the warehouse and 2 of the SAM sites, and then over to the side we've got a little bit more. As far as guys go, they're fairly well spread out. We generally won't be attacked in groups. Also, another bonus is if we get spotted, it really doesn't make that much difference because there's no alarms to press and no reinforcements to come from any barracks, so we should be grand. Exploding barrels! Got some goodies to pick up inside both of these barracks. Oh, I'll take care of this guy first. And here I picked up a medical syringe from the wrong side of the wall. I think it must have been sitting very close. It's going to be inside the barrack somewhere, so let's go and have a look. One particular thing about the syringes is that they don't actually come with any ammo or health actually inside them. You have to pick those up, usually along with them. We're not going to make use of it right away, but for each ammo count of health, basically you get one actual health back. The drawback is that it does take a long time to actually refill the health, so it's not something you're going to be using in the middle of a battle. It's not like something like Half-Life or Doom where you just pick up a health kit and immediately have the health restored. It does take time, and it does mean you have to find somewhere safe to do it. Meanwhile, we have picked ourselves up an M16A2. This is basically the partner to the AK-47, but this one has an alt function which happens to be a grenade launcher. Now, if I'm honest, I don't use this gun all that often. I don't find it particularly useful, especially when the AK has more ammo and they're just plentiful. The only reason to have this gun is to use the grenades, and as soon as I get it, I basically use them all straight away. The reason for just making use of the grenades is something that I didn't bring up before, and that's that weapons don't carry over between levels. As soon as you start off, you get a fresh set of weapons and everything that you had before is just gone. So if you've got them, you basically should use them in that level because they're just going to go away as soon as you finish the level. This bald fellow with the blue armour is a heavy machine gunner. He's carrying the mini-me's around, and you'll often find them in machine gun nests like this. We've got a SAM site over there, but before we head towards it we need to find some C4 in this building. I have no idea what this sign says. A couple of friends and I tried to figure out what language it is, and it's kind of a mix of everything. It's a bit of Russian, bit of Hungarian, bit of fucking everything in there, but it's mostly just gibberish. According to the game, we're supposed to be in Estonia right now, but apparently that's not even Estonian. As well as picking up the objective C4, we've got ourselves proximity mines and frag grenades and flashbangs. Well, we might as well give the flashbangs a try, and with a gigantic heft. Pathetic. So what you're telling me is that I can't throw very far, and flashbangs take forever to go off. We'll just shoot the guy instead and we'll find someone else. As it turns out, the most effective way to use a flashbang is on someone who doesn't know that you're there. But if they don't know you're there, why don't you just fucking run in and knife them? They are probably the most useless thing in the entire game. This just goes to show that if they are aware that it's there, they have more than enough time to just run away from the grenade, and it just won't do anything to them. Well, moving on. Here we've got a SAM site. Looks very pretty. And apparently there's guys inside. We'll find that out at the end, but I mean, they don't come out and get you. To actually set the C4, you just stand behind them and hold down the activate key, and it just does one of these, what the game calls, tasks. Right, let's move on to the next one. Right, you bastard, I'm gonna get you this time. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, this should make me feel better. Bit of a jump seems to help the distance. Yeah. Okay, let's see how a flashbang should be done. Back again at the first SAM site. Oh no, not that way. You see that guy didn't get blinded either. Let's try it again. And if you squint really hard, you can just see him kind of hunched over. Not for long though. I guess we should be getting on with the mission. We check the map, we've still got a guy hanging around this SAM site, so we'll just take care of him. While we're at it, we can go over to this watchtower and take out the two guys up there too. This mountainside gives you a real sense of just how big the map is, even if you don't go exploring all... What's that? Oh, shit. Right, okay. Easy. Oh, fuck. Okay, holy shit, get the... Right, I guess this is as good a time as any to use the med syringe. Keep an eye on the health on the left hand side. Right, anyway. I always enjoy killing these particular two because they give me so much grief in the past. You can use the slope behind this watchtower to actually kill this guy a lot easier. In fact, really the openness of the level is what really makes things a little bit easier in some cases, because you can skirt around everything and just take it from an unexpected angle. Now, as I was saying earlier, the scale of this mountain does give you an idea of how big maps can be. In fact, I wonder how long it would take to climb this mountain. This particular map is still quite small. It's the next one where things kind of really pick up in at least in terms of how far you're going to have to walk during the course of a level. Okay, so I think we're going to have to check back in on this later. We're pretty much done with this section of the map. We've got both the SAM sites and we've only got the other one on the helipad left to go to, so we'll head over there. Oops, touchpad. Check of the map shows us there's 3 guys roaming around that large open space in the middle, so I think I'll take my own advice and rather than just plough through the middle, we'll skirt around this section of the map. More often than not we'll end up taking a direct route, but just because there's no cover down there it makes a lot more sense to do things this way. Unfortunately it doesn't make for very riveting commentary. If you have any bad jokes, I can read those out. Feel free to send those in. What do you do when you see a spaceman? Park your car, man. This is taking a long time. Oh, hey. Hello, Mr. Skybox. Oh well, moving on. Going around the long way has given us, of course, the advantage of being able to clear out this watchtower from behind. Checking the map again shows us we've got a small cluster of guys around the truck and a guy behind the barracks. So if we just throw a grenade. God damn my girly arm. I'm gonna have to get in there and do it myself. Oh, that didn't go too badly. They're shooting at us is a guy standing beside a car. As far as I know, he doesn't move. He just kind of hangs out beside the car and just shoots at you. What the fuck? Where did he come from? You may not have realised it, but that guy ran up and beat us about the head. It's not something they do often unless they're really close to you, in which case they'll just hit you rather than shoot you. But I think that guy's AI just kind of latched onto the idea of kicking our shit in and just ran all the way over to punch us. Well, we've gone over the crest of the mountain that we could see. We can't even see the base anymore. And there's still a mountain to climb. Oh god, keep on going. Back down at the base, there's nothing in the barracks. We've got those 3 guys over there. I guess we could just go over and take them out. I mean, there's no point in finishing the level and leaving them alive. It wouldn't be the best there is if we didn't kill everyone. This particular AI does seem to see from the eye, so if they can see you from their head position, then they will try to shoot at you. But they do fire from the gun's position, so they may think they can shoot you, but the gun's is slightly lower down and it's just hitting the scenery or guys in the machine gun nests. They'll see you, and if you're at a slightly lower elevation, they'll try to shoot, but they won't hit you because they'll just be hitting sandbag. And these guys are just hitting the ground, so as long as we keep only their heads visible, then we should be okay. We can obviously shoot them in the head just fine. Right, we've got one more enemy to go, and it's that guy in the machine gun nest. And if we're going to make it the last kill, we might as well make it something a little bit exciting. We can make some use of the weapons we haven't used yet. Alright then, laughing time is over. Let's go and get our job done. Got one more SAM site to go and then we can get out of here. And to be safe, just a quick enemy check first. Nobody there. Let's go on. Job done. Let's have a quick look at what C4 looks like. It's just a rectangle with some zeros. Oh well, let's go off to the helipad. How high that mountain is. Oh god, I'm so high up. Strangely, the helipad itself doesn't really seem to have much going on. Maybe they were thinking that since it's the second level, they shouldn't really have to put much effort into really trying to fuck you over or anything like that. This particular barracks has nothing in it, it's just kind of fluff. A little bit disappointing, but I suppose, again, there's nothing around here to shoot, so why bother putting anything cool inside? Outside we've got some more barrels, and you can see that they don't blow up all at once. They do have a kind of chain reaction thing going on, which is, I suppose, is pretty cool, but barrels really aren't all that much of a destructive use anyway. So, let's run over the helipad and trigger the last cutscene. Trigger the cutscene. Oh god, what have I done wrong now? Shit, I forgot to plant the fucking C4. Right, off we go. Meanwhile, at the top of the mountain, well, when I say top, as far as I'm willing to go. I mean, about the highest point of this, at least that's kind of how it looks. I mean, there's maybe a little bit over there that's kind of higher up. But there's an entire other range up behind it, and I'm not fucking going over there. No way. I mean, if you look at the map, it just kind of stretches on, and it does in fact appear to go on and on and on and on. Having a look back below us and what we climbed, you can just see how steep it is. But at least now we get the fun part, we get to head back. Meanwhile, taking care of actual business. Okay, Anya tells us that we're done, we can head to the helipad, so let's just bolt straight there. No point staying any longer. Whee! Such a lovely view. It's like I'm skiing. Whee! And with that, we're at the end of the level. So it's just a dash off to the helipad and, well, that's it. I'll see you next time for this jerk doing more jerk things. You see, there were men inside and they were screaming! Fly away, you soulless jerk.